In this lecture, I am going to tell you how we can export data to PDF file in Laravel. In this URL, I am displaying list of user data to a table. Now let's add a button to export the data to PDF file. So let's open our web.php file to check the route again. So here is our user route, and our user route is calling users controller list method. Let's find the list method inside our users controller, and from this list method I am fetching list of users here, and I am passing this user data to this view file which is under resources view folder. So this is the view file which is displaying in this URL. Now let's add a button here to export the data to a PDF file. So I'm going to add a button inside this div. So let's add a button, and let's add a class. Let's add a class here to this button, and the class name will be btn and then btn success. This is a bootstrap class, and let's add a text here, export PDF. Okay, I'll provide the link later after creating the route for exporting data to PDF file. Okay, now let's refresh our users page. You see we have a new button here to export the data to PDF file. Okay, now let's generate the route to export the data to PDF file. So let's open our web.php file again, and then let's add a new route here, and route method will be get and URL will be export user PDF. Okay, and then this will execute users controller export user PDF method, and then let's provide the route name export user PDF. Now let's provide the route name to this href. So this will be route and then route name export underscore user underscore PDF. So we have to create a method called export underscore user underscore PDF inside our users controller. So let's open our users controller, and then let's add a new method here. Method name will be export underscore user underscore PDF. Okay, and to generate PDF I'm going to use a package DOM PDF. So in Google let's search Laravel DOM PDF, and then let's click on this link. And to use Laravel DOM PDF we need to install a package called Buried Laravel DOM PDF. So let's copy this command from here, and then from our project root let's open a new terminal, and then let's run this command to install the package. It will take some time. So Laravel DOM PDF package successfully installed. Now let's check the documentation once again. After installing the package, you need to add these lines of code inside our config/app.php and inside our providers array. So let's open our app.php file which is under config folder, and let's add these lines of code inside this providers array, and then let's add these lines of code inside our aliases array, so that we can use this PDF facade. Okay, save this file, and then let's check the documentation how we can generate the PDF file. So you see we can generate the PDF file with the help of PDF facade and then load view method. So let's copy this lines of code from here, and then let's paste that inside our users controller export underscore user underscore PDF method. We are using PDF facade here, so let's use this facade inside our user controller so that we can use this PDF facade, and we need to provide the HTML path here. We are not passing any data to the view file, so I'm going to create a new folder inside our resources views folder, and the folder name will be PDF, and inside this PDF folder I'm going to create a new file called users.blade.php. Okay, and from this view file, for now I will open a HTML tag, and then users PDF will be the title, and inside this body tag, for now I will provide a h1 tag, user list or users PDF. Okay, and then I'll provide this view file inside this load view method. So the file is under PDF folder, and then the file name is users.blade.php. We do not need to provide .blade.php because this is a view file. And then we need to call download method of our PDF instant. Okay, so inside this download method we need to provide the file name. So the file name will be users.pdf. Okay, and I need to return this from this method so that this will download the PDF file. Now let's try to execute the export PDF function again. Let's click on this file, let's click on this button. You see a PDF file is downloading, user.pdf. Let's open the file. You see now we have a PDF file. So we successfully generated the PDF file, right? Now what we need to do, we need to pass data to this view file because we want user data in the PDF file, right? So what we need to do, we need to fetch a list of user data. What we did inside our list method, I will copy the code from here, and then I will paste the code here, and then I will pass the user data to this view file, right? So what I will do, I will provide an array here, and inside this array I'll provide users, and then I'll provide the user data here, so that this users variable will be accessible inside this view file, right? Now for the designs, I will take some code from the Google. In Google, let's search table CSS. Yeah, let's search table CSS, and let's click on this WT school tables CSS tables links, and then I will take the code from here. So for now, let's copy this code. You can design your PDF file as per your choice. Okay, let's copy this code from here and paste it inside this view file. Save this file, and now if I try to click on this button again, let's see, are we getting the dummy PDF file? Yeah, we are getting the PDF file. This is a simple PDF file. Okay, we took the code from here. Now what I will do, I will create the PDF file as per our data, right? So let's remove this tr from here. So need to remove this tr, also need to remove this tr from here. This data should be dynamic, right? Let's remove this tr also. So what I am going to show inside this PDF file, I'm going to rename this class. Okay, this customer is good, no problem with this. So I'm going to display user ID, user name, and user email, right? So that is good. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to check if any users found or not. So I will check if count $users, that means if there is any users found inside our users table, right? Let's open else block here, and then let's close the e block, and if no user found, then this will be a message of no user found, no user found. Okay, and let's add a call span of 3 to this td. Okay, and here I'm going to loop all the users. So let's open a for each loop, and I will loop each user's data, users as user, and then let's close the for each loop, and for each, okay. And then what I will do, I will display user ID here, and then I will display user name, and then I'll display users email, right? Save the file, and now okay, let's change the h1 text here, users list. Now let's execute the export PDF function again. Let's refresh the page and click on this export PDF link. You see a new PDF is downloading. If I open the PDF file, you see we have the dynamic data inside this PDF file. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you some options what we can do with this package. If you want to store the PDF file to your project directory, you can do it with the help of this save method. Okay, and if you want to stream the PDF file instead of download, then what you can do, you can call stream method instead of download method. I am displaying it how we can stream the PDF file in the browser. So let's comment out this lines of code and let's add this lines of code, because I'm going to stream PDF data in the browser, right? So I'll refresh the page, and if I click on this link, now what it will do, it will stream the PDF data in the browser, you see. Okay, now I'm going to tell you another thing is that suppose you want to add some options to your PDF file, you can add this with the help of set options. Okay, you can add this. There are lots of available options in the PDF package, DOM PDF package. You can use it as per your project requirement. And I'm going to tell you another thing is that if you want to break your PDF file to some pages, you can simply add a page break class to a div, then it will break the PDF file. I'm showing you how we can use this page break class to your PDF file to break the file. Suppose I want to first of all, let's add the CSS inside this PDF file. What is the PDF file? Yeah, here is the PDF file. Let's add this CSS inside this style tag. You need to add this style inside your style tag. Okay, and suppose you want to break the PDF file from here, then what you need to do, you need to add this class. Let's add this class. Let's add this div of class page break. This will break the page. And then suppose in the second page you want to display any other data, you can do it. Suppose I want to show something in the second page, we can do it like this way. Now if I click on this export PDF link again, you see now we have two PDF page. So in the first page what we are displaying user data, and in the second page we are added a text second page. So if we need to display any other data in a single PDF file with multiple pages, you can add this div of class page break, and then you can add the data as per your choice. Okay, suppose you want 3 page, then you can add another page break here. You want 4 page, you can add another 4 page, and you can add the data as per your choice here. Okay, so that's it for exporting PDF. So I forget to remove this comment from here so that we can download the PDF. Now let's try again. Yeah, now it's downloading the PDF again. Okay, so we successfully generated PDF file in Laravel, and we also exported user data to a PDF file. In your case, you have to generate invoice file inside your orders page, then you can use these functionalities. Okay, So that's it. If you like the video, you can add a like and you can subscribe my channel. So thank you for supporting me.